Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you some tips in OneNote. So I'm using OneNote 365 edition and this is the desktop version. So in this OneNote I only have one notebook. These are the sections here. So in this section Windows 10 I have some pages here. So if I want to add another notebook, all I have to do is just click on the drop down tab on the left side. I'll select add notebook. So it gives you an option where you would like to save that notebook. I'm going to choose in my documents folder and I have to name the notebook. So I'm just going to type home, click create. So now it's here. So if I want to change the color and the name of the notebook, I can do that. All I have to do is just right click the tab, click on properties, and in display name I can change the name here, and in the color there's a drop down tab and I can choose any color. Now I have two notebooks here, so I'm going to select just one note tips. So these are the sections for this notebook, and in the home notebook there are no sections. So to create a new section, all I have to do is just click on the plus sign, and I can also just right click here and select new section, and it gives me the option to name this section. I'm going to type financial, hit enter. So I can also change the color of this financial tab. I just have to right click the tab and select section color, and I'll select yellow. So that's how you can create a new section. Now when you create a new section, it gives you automatically an untitled page, and you have to rename that page, and you can rename it here. So to add a page, I can also right click here and click on add new page, or I can just click this tab here, add page. I'll get an untitled page here and I just have to rename it here. I'll just type this page electric. Now there's also a plus tab here, and this is where you can also click on it to add a new page. So I'm going to click on it. It creates an untitled page. I'll type a name and the page is added on here. So these are the list of pages here on the right side. Now I can move these pages up and down. For example, the Lenovo page, I can just hold it with the mouse and just drag it up and release the mouse, so it's here. I can also move any one of these up or down. So I'll just drag update all the way down and it's here. And if I need to rename a page, I just have to click on it and I can rename it here. Also, I can just right click the page and click rename. I can also delete the page. So in OneNote, you can also make sub pages. For example, I can make Bing a sub page of Surface computers. I can just drag it to the right and becomes a sub page. I'm just going to drag it back. I can also right click Bing and I get the option to make sub page. I'll click on that and it becomes a sub page. I can also make update a sub page of Bing. I can just drag it across. I'll drag it back and I can just also right click update and make sub page. So if I want to make Bing and I want to make it just a regular page and not a sub page, all I have to do is just right click the Bing page and click promote sub page, and it becomes a regular page. And I can also delete any one of these pages. All I have to do is just right click the page, for example Bing, and I just have to click on delete. I can also delete any one of these sections just by right clicking the section name and click delete. So in the electric page, I can type whatever I want to type. So wherever I click the cursor, I can start typing. For example, I can place the cursor here, click on it, and I can start typing. Now this is the frame here. Now I can move this around. So I can just drag it around. I can move it here and release the mouse. So I'm going to add another page here. I'm going to name it grocery. So in the grocery list page, I'm going to create a list, and this will be a to-do checklist. On the ribbon tab, I'll click on home. So on the right side, in the tag section, there's a drop-down tab here. And I just have to select this one to do, or I can just click on this to do tag. So I'm going to click on to do tag, and there's a checkbox here. So when I'm done, I just have to click on the checkbox. So I'm going to type milk, hit enter. It automatically creates another checkbox. I'll type bread. So I'll create a list here. So that's the list, and also I can drag around this list. I just hold it by the frame here and I can drag it in the middle. So this is my checklist. So to place tags in the checklist here, I have to place my cursor here. For example, I'll place my cursor here. I will click on the drop down tab here. I'm going to select important, and there it is. I can also choose another one. For example, I'll click on remember for later. It highlights it. So there's a whole list of tags here, and you can place more than one tags on the list. Also, you can create a custom tag. All the way down, it says customize tags. I'll click on that, click on new tag, and type a name for the tag. So in the display name, I'll type a name for the tag. I'll type pickup first. So in the symbol, choose any one of these. I'll choose one. The font color, I'll choose this color. There's also highlight color. I'll choose that and I'll click OK. So I'll click on the drop down tab and here it is. I'll click on pick up first and that's how it shows. When I'm completing the list, I just have to check the boxes that I have completed. So I can also insert a picture in a OneNote page. So in this section list, I'm going to rename it picture. So to insert a picture in this OneNote page, I just have to click on insert. In the images section, I'll click on the pictures tab. And there's from file, camera, or online. I'm going to select from file. And I'm going to go to the my pictures folder and I'll choose the picture and click insert. So there's some handles around the picture and I can enlarge the picture. So I can also right click the picture and click on set picture as background. So I can insert an audio file, for example an MP3. So to insert an MP3 audio file, I just have to click insert, click on file attachment. This is an MP3 file. I'll select it, click insert. I get this option. I'm going to click attach file. So when I click on the MP3 file, I get the play options here on the ribbon and also here. I can play, pause, stop. So also I can insert a video file, an MP4 file. I just have to click on insert, click on file attachment. This is an MP4 file. I'll click insert, select attach file. And it's here. So when I click on the MP4 file, I'll get the option to select an app to open the MP4 file. I'll choose media player and I can choose always or just once and it plays. I can also insert a printout. For example, I'm going to insert a Word document. I can click on file printout or I can select file attachment. I'll select file printout. This is the document. I'll click insert and here it is. This is the document. So I'm going to insert a screen clipping. So you can insert a clipping, for example, from your computer or from a web page. So I'm going to insert that screen clipping from a web page. And this is it. So I have the web page open. So to insert the screen clipping, I just have to click on insert tab, screen clipping. I'll click on it. And I just have to select the clipping that I would like. So I'm going to select this section. Release the mouse and it's inserted in the OneNote page. Now this clipping, you cannot edit it. If I try to edit it or delete anything, I cannot. So if I only want the text here and I want to edit that text and make changes, I just have to right click the section and select copy text from picture and I just have to paste it here. Now when I right click, I get the paste options here. There are different options. I want to select keep text only. And this is it. So now I can add text and I can make changes. So I can also link a section or a page. So for example, I have this page link section. So I want to link a section. I want to link the Windows section here. So when I click on it, it automatically takes me to the Windows section. So I'll just right click in the space here, link section. I'll click on link and also you can click link from the ribbon. I'll just right click and click on link. Now it's giving me the option. It says text to display. I'll say link to Windows and I just have to choose the section or the page here. Now there's a plus sign here. So if I want to link a page, I can also select a page. But I want to link the entire section. So I'll select Windows, click OK. And this is the link. Now when I just click on this link, it takes me to the Windows section. So in the sections tabs here, I can move these sections around. For example, I can just drag it across here. I can drag the task section all the way to the end. So you can move around the sections here. Also on the ribbon section, I can change the view of sections and pages. For example, I'll click on view. So in the tabs layout tab, there's a drop down arrow. I'll click on it and have two options, vertical tabs and horizontal tabs. This is in horizontal. I'll click on vertical tabs and this is how it shows. I'll click back on horizontal tabs. So if you have Outlook configured in your computer, you can insert the meetings in OneNote. So for example, I have this page, it's Outlook meeting. So on the ribbon tab, you want to click on home and on the right side, This is the meeting details. There's a drop down tab here. Just click on it and you can see the list of meetings. So I'm going to choose the first one. And it's here. I'll click expand and I can get more information here. So in OneNote, I can create Outlook tasks and it will sync with Microsoft Outlook. So this is OneNote. I'm going to create some tasks here. So to create some tasks, you want to click on Home, and on the right side, this is the Outlook task. There's a drop down tab. So you can choose any one of these tasks to create. So I'm going to click on Today and I'm going to type about 3 tasks. So in the front of each one of these tasks, I'll click the mouse cursor here, and in the Outlook task, I'm going to click Today. I'll do the same thing for the third task. I'll click Today. So now I'm going to open Microsoft Outlook. I'll click on the tasks on the left side and it's here. So you can also move and copy section and pages. So I have a list of pages here, and for example, this is the Bing page. So I'm going to move this page in the task section. So I just have to right click the Bing page, click on move or copy. Now here's a list of all my notebooks. There's one and there's also 2 notebooks. So there are 2 notebooks that I have, so I can select either one. So I'll click on my first notebook, which is OneNote Tips. I'm going to place it in the task section. Now I have these options here, move or copy. I'm going to click copy. I'll click on the task section and the Bing page was copied. So I can move a section also. So I'll move the transcribe section and I'll move it into the home notebook. So I'll right click the transcribe section, click on move or copy, and I'm going to select the home notebook, click on move, and it's here. You can also move pages into sections just by dragging. For example, I can move this page, app pinning, and I'll move it to the task section and it's here. So in OneNote, you can create a section group. So these are a list of the sections in my OneNote. So to create a section group, just right click anywhere here and click on new section group. I'll type a name tech group. You can also right click a section tab and click on new section group. So you can drag any section in the sections group. For example, I'll drag task and it's here. So to move back task, I just have to right click the task tab and select move or copy, and I'll select this notebook, OneNote Tip. I'll click move and it's here. So in OneNote, you can also insert tables. For example, this is a page. So to insert tables, I'll go to the ribbon, click insert, and this is the tables tab. I'll click on it and make my selection here. And when I do that, I can see a table tab here, and these are some of the menu items that you can adjust your table with. So in OneNote, there's also draw. I'm going to click on it here, and here is where you have a selection of pens, eraser, highlighter. So you can use your mouse to draw, and you can also use a stylus pen to draw. So I'm going to use the mouse. I'll click on a pen. I'll click on the red pen. There's a drop down tab here. I can choose any one of these colors. There's also more colors. I'm going to choose red. This is the thickness section. So I'm just going to write hello. So this pencil icon is the eraser. I'm going to click on it and I can erase. There's also a feature called ink to text. I'm going to choose the red pen. I'm going to choose a color. I'm going to write hello. So I'm going to click on the lasso and I'm going to place that lasso over the word hello. I release the mouse and I'm going to click ink to text, and this is how it goes. There's also format background, and I can choose any one of these backgrounds. I can choose graph or rule lines. There's also page color, and I can choose a page color here. There's also ink replay, and this will record whatever I write on the page. So I'm going to choose a pen. I'll choose red again, and I'm just going to write some scribbles here. I'll click on ink replay and it replays. There's also a play button, a rewind button, and a forward button. So in OneNote, I can also draw shapes, for example, circles, triangles, squares. So I'm going to choose the red pen and the red color. I'm going to draw a circle. So when I draw the circle, it would not be perfect, but OneNote detects it and forms a perfect circle. So I'll also draw a triangle. So while holding down the left button of the mouse, I can move it around. I can adjust the size. So there's also the shapes tab, And here's where I can insert lines, basic shapes, graphs. So I can choose, for example, an oval shape, and I can just draw it with the mouse. I can also insert a ruler. I'll click on the ruler, and with the mouse I can adjust it. So this is the insert space tab, and I can click and drag down to make space for more notes. So it's in the draw menu section. So I'll click the insert space tab, and I'm going to place it here, and I'm just going to drag down the other paragraph. So that's how the insert space feature works. So in OneNote, you can also transcribe audio. So if you have an audio file with a recording, you can upload it in OneNote and it will transcribe that audio into text. So on the Home tab on the right side, I'll click on the Transcribe tab. So a menu opens up here, and here's where I can upload the audio. I'll click on that. This is the audio file. I'm going to upload it. And the audio file is just one sentence. So you can play back the audio file here. So there's an add to page section. There's a drop down tab. I'll click just text, and this is the text. There are also more options. It says with speakers, with timestamps, and with speakers and timestamps. I'll click on with speakers and timestamps. So if you need more space on your page in OneNote, you can expand it to full view. So in the page, there's a double arrow icon on the right side. It says full page view. I'll click on that, and it opens the page in full view. And here you will have access to the pens. So there's a drop down tab here, and when you click on that, you will have access to Notebook, all the sections and all the pages. And to return to normal view, just click back on the icon, the double head arrow. So if you have deleted sections or pages, you can recover them within 60 days. So to do that, you want to click on History, and this is the Notebook Recycle Bin. There's a drop down tab. Click on Notebook Recycle Bin, and here you will find all your deleted pages and sections. So it says here items are permanently deleted after 60 days. So to restore a deleted page or section from the recycle bin, just right click, for example, the section or page. Click on Move or Copy, and then choose where you would like that section and page to be restored to. So in OneNote, instead of using a blank template, you can choose your own, or you can create your own. So to go to the template section, you want to click on Insert, click on the Page Template tab. So on the right side, this is the template section. Right now it's set as default blank. This is the default blank template. So here are a list of templates that you can use. So there's academic blank, business, decorative planners, and each one has a drop down tab, and you can choose any one of these. There's also planners. I'm going to click on the drop down tab. I'm going to choose simple to-do list. So here you can create your own page. You can change this name, and you can also type your text here. So I can save this page as a default template for only the tip section. So to do that, I have to click on Save Current Page as a Template. I'll click on that. Now I have the option to type a name for this template. I'll type my template. And also I can set this as a default template for new pages in the current section. So I'll check this. I'll click Save. And notice it changes here. This becomes the default template page. So it creates a My Template section here, and there's a drop down tab, and this is the name of the template, My Template. So I'm going to delete this page, and this is not deleting the template, but it's just deleting the page. And when I click on Add Page, it's here. It becomes the default page for this section only. So if I go to the Windows section here and I click on Add Page, it's a normal blank page. So if you want to remove the template, you can delete it. Just click the drop down arrow under My Templates, right click My Template, click on Delete, and also here you want to set this back, and where it says always use a specific template, click on the drop down tab and set it to default blank. So I'm going to add a new page, and it's back to default. So I can password protect a section. For example, this section Windows, I can just right click the section and click on password protect this section. Also, I can just click on Review and click on the password tab, click on set password and type a password. So I'm going to type a simple password, click OK. You can also lock all sections. So I close OneNote and I open it back, and when I open the Windows section, it says this section is password protected. So I click on this section and I'll type the password, click OK. So I can also email a page in OneNote. For example, this page, I just have to go to File, click Send, and I have these options. I'll click Email Page, and it opens up Microsoft Outlook. And here's the page, and I just have to type in the email address and click Send. So I can also email this page as a PDF. I'll just go to File, click Send, and I have these options: send as a PDF, send to Word, send to blog. I'm going to choose Send as PDF. It opens up Microsoft Outlook and attaches the page as a PDF document. I can also upload this to OneDrive, where you can share it. So if I go to File, I have the option also to share. So it says here, please upload your notebook to share it. And you just have to click on your OneDrive and log in, and it will upload notebook to OneDrive. I can also save this entire notebook as a PDF document. So I'll go to File, click on Export, and you have these options. You can export a page, a section, or a notebook. I'm going to click Notebook. On the right side, I have to select the format. I can select the OneNote package, and when I select this and I save it, I can open it in another computer with OneNote. So I'm just going to select PDF. I'll click Export. I'll save it to my desktop, click Save. So it's here. I'll open it. I'll open it in Microsoft Edge. So this is how it looks. The entire OneNote notebook is saved as a PDF document. And you can email this to yourself or email this to someone. So you can save this entire notebook as a OneNote package, and you can open it in another computer with OneNote. You just have to go to File, click Export, click Notebook, select the format, which is OneNote package, click Export, and save it. And it's here, and you can email this to yourself or someone, and you can open this in OneNote. So these are some of the tips and tricks and features in using OneNote. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I thank you for watching, and I thank you for subscribing.